Hello, my friendy friends. This is our astrology weather forecast for June 2nd, 2025. And we do have the first quarter moon afoot today. So the moon is still cruising through Virgo, does form a square to the sun. And this is a challenge to what was implanted or began at the new moon in Gemini. So this is the first challenge to that. We see the first results of what was began at the new moon, and it gives us a chance to see what is emerging and what needs to be adjusted or um, given more time or attention to, nourished. It's like when seeds come up from the ground and you're starting to identify which are the good seedlings and which are the weak ones, which are the ones you don't want. Like, you'll plant certain seeds and you'll get like a weird um like result. Like one of your corn seeds will be like look anemic, or one of your tomato plants will come out like super curly, or will have like seeds come up and a few of them are just not vigorous. And so those are the ones that we weed out. That's the thinning process that we're in when we have the first quarter moon. Because not everything that we plant is going to lend good results. Not everything that we start out or we attempt is going to be successful or what we think it's going to be. So we look carefully at the results when we have first quarter and last quarter moon. The results of the beginning and the results of the epiphany that we've had regarding the beginning. So this is sorting day. We all wear a sorting hat. And I need to have Tosca come in and say that for me in her proper English accent. So the moon in Virgo is a little persnickety. But this can help us identify what kind of options did we act on in Gemini that are not lending us the results or are turning out. Maybe they are turning out the way that we want, or pursuit of a certain option or offering. So with the moon in Virgo, we see all the dust. We see the dust bunnies that we typically don't pay attention to the rest of the month. This gets us organizing, sorting, cleaning, and putting things in order. Capricorn and Virgo love order. Having things in place makes us feel good when we have a type of routine or arrangement that lends itself to efficiency. That's what it is. So the other thing we got going on is a quintile between the Sun and Saturn. So we creatively combine what it is that makes a heart sing and what we should be doing, or what we need to do in order to get our brand of creativity, self-expression, sun stuff out into the world in such a way that has our unique signature to it. Kind of a GQ day. When you combine Saturn and the Sun, it is a very classy, charming, capable, gentleman farmer kind of energy, where we have the intellectual meeting the brute physical. It's an interesting energy, the combination of Sun and Saturn. They have intelligence, can do, with a little bit of a rough and tumble. Let's see what happens kind of energy. It's interesting how it combines risk with planning and strategy and the ability to see what is likely to happen here in the real world. We don't have idealism mixing in with a type of clairvoyance that we have when we have Saturn. We just see, what is the most likely thing to happen? Not what do we want to have happen? Not what is the ideal, but what is the most likely thing to happen here? And we're able to act accordingly because we can see the end result pretty plainly. And it's very easy to shift and manage ourselves in such a way that we can have more of a positive influence on what ends up coming out, the product, because we can manage our creativity, like our ego is easier to combine with what our ultimate goal or plan is. So we're not getting in our way. We are creatively getting um, Saturn on board with us. The part of us it's about shoulds, it joins the part of us it's about coulds. So, should we put on a better show? Should we have a life that allows us to have more options or more coulds? Should we move away from shoulds so we can nurture coulds? All right, I will likely check in with you guys today live. I don't have a ton on the books, just getting to be outside and enjoy myself. And I'm gonna invite more of this really organized, creative power into my day.